Understanding who we are in a world that won't stand still in Roots of Meaning. Boniface C. Madu offers a profound exploration of how identity, culture, and society shape the human experience. Drawing from philosophy, sociology, anthropology, and lived realities across the globe, this book examines the forces that define us and the forces that challenge us to evolve. Through clear analysis and compelling examples, Madu guides readers through the shifting landscapes of belonging, tradition, modernity, and cultural transformation. He invites us to consider how meaning is created, how identities are negotiated, and how societies adapt in an era of rapid change. Roots of Meaning is both a scholarly contribution and a humanistic reflection, a book for thinkers, educators, students, and anyone seeking to understand the deeper currents that shape our shared world. Foundation of Culture: A Comprehensive Introduction to Human Meaning, Identity, and Society. A landmark interdisciplinary textbook that invites readers on a sweeping intellectual journey through the forces that shape human meaning, identity, and society. Spanning 20 richly crafted chapters, this comprehensive volume explores the origins and evolution of culture, from the symbolic languages and ritual traditions of ancient civilizations to the digital landscapes and global movements redefining belonging in the 21st century. Drawing on philosophy, anthropology, sociology, political theory, and organizational studies, Boniface C. Madu PhD weaves together classical scholarship and contemporary insight with a lyrical academic voice that is as accessible as it is rigorous. Topics range from norms, values, and belief systems to race, gender, social class, religion, art, and the politics of identity, offering students and scholars alike a deeply humanistic framework for understanding the world. Featuring learning objectives, key terms, discussion questions, and case studies in every chapter, Foundation of Culture is designed for both classroom excellence and independent inquiry. The Human Capital Blueprint opens by introducing the vital role of human capital in building organizations that are adaptable, innovative, and competitive. It begins with an exploration of fundamental HR roles and competencies, establishing a foundational understanding of how these elements interconnect to form the backbone of organizational success. The book transitions into a detailed comparative analysis of prevailing competency models, dissecting their strengths, limitations, and applicability across various industry contexts. Through vivid case studies and metaphorical storytelling, it elucidates how these models serve as architectural blueprints for managing talent and performance. The narrative advances to demonstrate the critical process of strategic alignment, linking human resource strategies directly to organizational goals and management practices. Readers learn practical approaches to synchronize workforce capabilities with business objectives, ensuring agility and coherence in execution. The book then ventures into the future, spotlighting emerging frameworks and trends that will redefine HR landscapes, such as digital transformation, diversity and inclusion imperatives, and the increasing prominence of data-driven decision-making. It emphasizes the necessity for HR leaders to evolve continuously, adopting new mindsets and tools to stay ahead. Finally, the work culminates in a call to action for HR professionals to become architects of organizational resilience, innovation, and enduring success. By mastering competency models and strategic alignment, readers are positioned to build and sustain future-ready organizations where human capital is the heartbeat and driver of growth. Foundations of Ethics and Society embarks on an intellectual journey through the history and philosophy of moral thought, charting the evolution of ethical theories from ancient to modern times. The narrative begins with the Socratic dialogues of Plato, introducing foundational concepts of virtue and justice, and progresses through Aristotelian ethics emphasizing character and the golden mean. The book then explores the rise of consequentialism, particularly utilitarianism, which assesses morality based on outcomes, contrasting this with Kantian deontology that centers on duty and universal moral laws. Readers encounter debates around ethical relativism and egoism, examining how cultural contexts and self-interest influence moral perspectives. Altruism and its philosophical defenses highlight the tension between self and other within ethical considerations. The journey continues into the modern era, discussing rights-based theories, social contract theory, and contemporary normative ethics. Each chapter interweaves philosophical arguments with vivid examples and metaphors that bring abstract ideas to life. The narrative culminates in a synthesis of these moral frameworks, reflecting on their relevance to contemporary societal issues such as justice, human rights, and communal responsibility. Throughout, the book maintains rigorous scholarship, offering authoritative references and fostering deep reflection on the moral foundations that sustain human societies. The conclusion challenges readers to integrate these insights into their worldview, promoting ethical awareness and social harmony. This book's Roots of Meaning, Foundation of Culture, The Human Capital Blueprint, and Foundation of Ethics and Society by Professor Boniface C. Madu, are available at Amazon.com and Barnes Noble, thrift shops, and bookshops.